This afternoon, hundreds of people joined a march through the French Quarter to the Robert E. Lee Monument. They're celebrating the move to take down 3 additional Confederate statues in New Orleans. Meanwhile, people in favor of the monuments gathered around them, many carrying Confederate flags. Those demonstrations were heated at times. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Kristen Pierce. Last night, New Orleans police announced a plan to keep the demonstrators divided in their own designated spaces. The police chief warned that violence will lead to arrests and say that masks and weapons of any kind are not allowed at the demonstrations. Tonight, we have team coverage of the march organized by the group Take Em Down NOLA and the response by those in favor of keeping the monuments in place. Em Jackman has been monitoring the situation at Lee Circle. But we begin tonight with Winton Yates, who has followed the march since the rally earlier today in Congo Square. Winton.
That's right. We started in Congo Square with the Take Em Down camp, and as we were there, they started out the day by hearing speeches from some of the organizers and some of the folks that have been fighting this fight, they say, for decades. And after that, before they hit the streets, they made it very clear that they wanted everyone to remain peaceful and not engage in anything aggressive or violent. But take a look at some of the images we caught of that protest as they went through not only the quarter, but they went through the CBD. They had bands, they had signs. They really tried to keep it positive and keep the energy high as they went through the streets, and their goal was to march all the way down here to Lee Circle, where there was opposition. And when they got here, you could see the definite difference in that in the 2 protests. One kept coming with signs and music, the other geared with helmets and shields and padding, looking as if they were expecting a physical battle. But we got a chance to talk to some of the organizers with Take Em Down, and this is what he had to say about that.
Had there been a renunciation of these fascists when they came to town on the first day, when they first brandished their arms, you wouldn't have this recruitment open call. Come to New Orleans, you can bring your guns, we're going to have a shootout. And these people aren't even from New Orleans, have no skin in the game, except that they stand for white supremacy.
As I followed Take Em Down NOLA through the city to get here to Lee Circle, Em Jackman has been at Lee Circle all day following this end of the protest, and she's live here at Lee Circle as well to tell us more. Carice?
Yeah, Winton, when Take Em Down NOLA arrived, they came in hundreds. I'm just estimated about 400 people. Most of them have left right now, but this is what it looks like right now. Not many protesters from both sides out here, but it was a very different story about a half hour ago. Now, Take Em Down NOLA came out here in a large number, again, estimating about 400 to 500 people. The pro-monument supporters stayed on one side at first, the Take Em Down NOLA marchers on the other side of the monument. But not long after that is when things really got heated. That's when people collided. We saw a lot of arguing. We saw a lot of bickering. Just a few fights broke out, but NOPD had a large presence out here trying to maintain the peace and keep everything calm. Now, we spoke with people on both sides of the argument today. Here's what they had to tell us.
I was hearing all kind of things, talking about they stand up for white people, and they was calling us niggers, and they had another man saying like that, they was calling him gay, and they was calling him abomination.
Well, we're out here today to make a stand to show our support for our Southern inheritance, and on this particular day, it's this monument behind us here, the monument to Lee. It's a part of our cultural heritage, and we want it to stay. We understand that most of us can only be here for a day, but it's a symbolic gesture of standing up for what we believe in, exercising our right to free assembly and free speech.
Again, very passionate opinions on both sides of this argument. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll have more on the march as well as the protesters here at Lee Circle. Reporting live at Lee Circle, I'm Em Jackman, Eyewitness News. Back to you, Kristen.
All right, Carice, thank you. And much of the activity has been centered around Lee Circle. At the Jefferson Davis statue in Mid-City, large trucks surround the monument. The NOPD installed barricades there just a few days ago. Today, we saw some people in favor of removing the monuments holding signs across the street. We'll have more on this developing story at the end of the newscast.